Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tea and Trapeze. I'm inspired to talk about change today. There's a couple users online that I've interacted with in the past, and they mentioned about change is happening, I don't know how to react to it, and I don't like it, and blah blah blah. So change is a fun thing, but I feel like when you think about change, it's like, oh yeah, I want that, and then when it begins to happen, you're like, no, not so much, don't really want this right now. Right, so take my mini Jenga setup, right? So this is the house that I create, whatever. And this is what I have. This is my life. This is my friendships, my family, my career, things I like, my hobbies, everything that I've created so far. This is it, right? And then that happens. How do you react? You panic all of a sudden, how do I get that back? How do I do this? Or how do I get back to that person? How do I live this lifestyle again? How do I get back into my fitness regimen? How do I get back into eating better? Or the weather? Oh my God, how do I react to the sun not shining enough? My energy feels low. There's so many things that are out of our control, and we think that are in our control. And when change happens, it's like, freak, what can I do? What can I do? I got panic all of a sudden, and it's like, oh my God, all this has happened. I don't know what to do. But I feel like, honestly, we have to embrace change. And regardless of what happens to what we have established, you just kind of continue to kind of create change, create new things that happen in life. And, new people come along, new experiences come along, new opportunities happen every day. The thing is, you have to be conscious and pay attention to them, right? Because if there's opportunities right in front of you and you're not paying attention to it, you won't see it as an opportunity, and it's, you have to wake the hell up, right? Life is not go to bed, go to work, eat, go to lunch, go back to work, come home from work, commute home, go home, watch TV, go home, have dinner, go hit the gym. That is not life. Life is so much more than that outline. You have to fill in the spaces in between. I don't know if you can see, but there's a small space. There's so many spaces that you have to fill up, right? So it's if all this was taken away from you, you'd still be grounded. You'd still feel okay. It's all right, how do I keep going? And then from change, that's going to be fun to clean up. From change, you can still have happiness, right? And you don't need anyone else in your life to have happiness. It's something that you can obtain on your own. But you really have to embrace change in the sense of, this is the new foundation. What do I have to do to grow something from here, or have something evolve? Because in the end, with change, there's always something beautiful at the end of it. Regardless of how challenging or how difficult it is, or if it's your health or something, you just have to be conscious enough to kind of wake up and be like, okay, this is happening. How do I just embrace it, embrace the shift, embrace the change of what's coming? Because there's been so many things in my life where I'm like, oh my God, this person's leaving again. Why are they leaving me? I've had so many best friends from first grade to now, where they're in my life and we have such great memories, and they move away to a different town or a different state or out of the country, or it sucks, or if something happens with me, I'm not at college anymore, I can't see them, or I don't go to that gym anymore, I don't see them. It's damn, it kind of for me personally, I feel like it kind of takes a toll on me when people leave my life. I'm like, no, don't go, stay. But it's something that I've had to embrace, okay, they're not here anymore. How do I just keep going? I have the lessons that I learned with them, from them, and just continue on my life. So you meet more people, and it's more lessons to be learned, and more ways to evolve. And that's the beautiful thing about life. And firmly what I believe life is about connection and learning from one another. Even with my business, but there has been so much change. I want to say I've only been doing this, I left my job, oh my God, April, so that's so it's about almost a year and a half, just about, since I left my job. But it's so much change has happened, whether it's environment, whether it's the students, whether it's the state that I'm at, whether it's the type of facility I'm at, the type of community I'm working with. I went from working with gym members in like a franchise gym, to yoga students, to older people, to people that have injury, that are in physical therapy, and that are where I was through my journey, through the beginning of my journey. And now, I'm like bouncing back and forth in and out of like CrossFit facilities and, cycling studios. So like it's such an array of environments and an array of communities that I'm in. So there's change constantly, and it's actually nice. So when I get like, there's no change, right? So I don't want to seem uncomfortable, but like when things kind of seem chill, like, okay, this is where I'm at, this is my weekly schedule, this is where I am. It's like, oh wait, this is not okay. Like something to be the same for like 2 weeks in a row, I don't know. This is very challenging for me. It's like, something's gonna happen, something's gonna change, there's something more to come from it. So it's really lovely to experience change within my business as well, because it's like, how do I either be resourceful or act on my toes, or okay, now what can I do with this? Like this environment's no longer here. Like the one location in Cranford, the facility was bought out by another gym owner. So he's gonna transition that gym into a second location for their existing gym. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to teach class there anymore, or what's going on with that, or if he's gonna take it over. Like there's so much I don't know, but I'm like, you know what, I'm here to the end of June, and that's what I know. And whatever happens, if they close down the gym to do renovations, whatever the case may be, that's fine. But as of today, I know I'll be there. I know my students will be there. So it's like every day you kind of are adjusting, which is nice, because if you're not adjusting, you're so fixed to one thing, you're gonna panic when everything falls apart. You're gonna absolutely panic. So you always want to be happy, regardless of the circumstances or the people around you. And you always want to grow. So if you find that maybe the people around you are not helping you grow, that's maybe something to evaluate. And that's something I need to take in for myself. But, and just something that I want to kind of confess, for me, business-wise and like on social media and stuff, I hate, like I said, I hate when people leave my life. I hate when things turn sour, whichever. Not that, people moving turned sour. It was just like, no, don't leave. So we become distant friends, and soon we don't talk anymore. And for me, I felt let down for so long when that happens. And for me, connecting with people on social media is so beautiful. It literally lights me up. I love when someone tells me like, yo, your energy is amazing, or, I think it's so beautiful that people can kind of pick up my energy through a camera. I don't really understand it, but I think it's so beautiful. But with that said, it's like I connect with so many people, and I don't want to connect so much because it's so hard for me to be connected all the time, not all the time with them, but I don't want to let people down. So it's kind of like, that's what really scares me of like really embracing these next couple things that I want to do for my business, is because I don't want to let my students down. I don't want to let my trainees down. Like I want to be what I needed when I was younger. And that's kind of what I focus on, because people ask me like, how do you do it? Like, how do you teach 3 classes in a day and go to a festival and da da da? I'm like, because I want to be the person that I needed when I was injured, when I was emotionally distraught, when I was mentally messed up. Like, I just want to be that person that I needed at that point. And I know there's someone out there that definitely needs, whether it's these words that I'm saying, or whether it's me physically, like getting them in the trap upside down to experience that sense of freedom. I know that my purpose is so much bigger than myself. And that's just what makes sense in my life. And the change that comes every day, every week, every month, I'm just embracing it. Because if I'm trying to like prevent it, I'm like, no, that gym wasn't bought up by someone else, and I'm going to continue to teach my classes, and I'm going to like create this imaginary life. Like tell my students, oh, I'm going to be here for another 3 months, buy these packages, blah, 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 blah. And then that's like creating a shit storm over there. So that's something I don't want to deal with. So just take it day by day and see what happens. Because there's always something beautiful to come from it. And I believe that your happiness is from your personal effort. So it's like what you're putting into your life is gonna kind of manifest, right? So, and in addition to that, the energy that you give out is the energy that you get back. You know, so if you're always giving off this positive light and you don't you don't acknowledge negative things or lower vibrational things, it's not that they're not there. You're just not letting it penetrate your life. So that's the beautiful part about it. So guys, maybe there's something going on in your life that you're kind of like, oh my God, I don't want this to happen. Change. Oh my God. Just let it happen. Like, don't try to be so fixed and hold on to it. Let it go and just watch what grows from it. Watch what happens when those seeds are planted and it eventually sprouts and just blossoms into this beautiful thing, because what is to come is so beautiful. Until next time, guys. Peace, love, trapeze. I should put it together, like.